Hey everybody, KC's RVI Tom here. Yeah, I know this is late, and usually I try to get these out Friday morning, and it's Sunday afternoon now. I'm shooting this, and I have a good excuse. Last week wasn't very good for me. I had more failures up here than I did victories, and kind of beat me up pretty bad. Saturday I was going to try to get plan A was to work on the dipole antenna, but I was not in the frame of mind to be trusted on a roof or even be out in public. I just didn't want to do anything. Depression was setting in pretty good, so I had a quick dig into my little list of stuff that I'd like to do when I am depressed to get myself out of that depression, do something that makes me happy. So we dug out the Xbox and played some Xbox and got online and did some shopping, window shopping. I like to do that, take a look at different stuff, and came across some good news articles on different stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what Elon Musk is doing now with some type of energy saving item you put on your line voltage, but who knows at the end. But I came across a couple good articles that are going to help reinforce what I read a couple weeks ago and stuff I'm hearing from other people in the area. So, plan A was working the dipole, but too depressed to be up on the roof safely. And it was starting to rain off and on Saturday anyway. And Otter Creek is open up this weekend for a couple weekends on strawberry picking. I thought, man, that'd be a fun one to go up there and pick some strawberries, but I really don't want to be out in public in the shape I was in. Like I said, I didn't want to be with anybody. And it was sprinkling here at the house, so I figured up there would be. And plan C was the Legion Club in Austin was doing a car show. And I enjoy a good car show, but again, public people, me in a bad mood would be ugly, and not too many car owners want to have their nice rigs out when it is sprinkling or raining. So I didn't think they'd have a big turnout, but talked to a couple of buddies Saturday night, and Austin didn't get any of the rain, so missed out on that. So we're on plan D? I always have a couple of these in the back of my mind just in case something like this should happen. So what I'm finding out in some of these articles I'm reading is the RV market, sales market is changing. And it's not nationwide, it's just in little sections here and there, but give it a couple weeks, I'm sure the rest of the country is going to fall similar in line. And what these trends are normal, it's just that one trim on the new rigs, new production is earlier than normal. Normally, we don't see this, we get more into August where they'll actually start scaling back on productions of models of brand new RVs. That are not selling well, so they'll kind of cut back on those. Ones that are not selling pretty much, kill the market completely, the production rate. The ones that are selling okay, cut back a little bit, and the ones that are selling good, they'll keep production at the current rate or may possibly increase it. We still have a lot of 22s and 23s, brand new rigs on dealer lot, not being sold. We're going to have 24s coming out here real soon, so kind of hard to get a Joe Blow consumer to buy a brand new 24 for X amount of dollars when he can buy a 22 model year, X amount of dollars minus Y. And so right now they're slowing down production, get rid of what inventory there is. And so when the 24s do come out, it's not going to be that bad of a slowdown. And this is normal. Like I said, you always see this in any type of production. It could be from cars to motorhomes to, we saw it in the two-way land mobile radio sales. Every once in a while you get a slowdown production due to the sales are slow, and as soon as sales started picking up, you ramped up production. So it's just good business sense. The other thing that again is surprising is the private sales. Normally in the springtime you don't see too many sales going on because it's a seller market where a lot of people are selling the rigs and people are buying. It's not a good time of the year to buy in the springtime. If you want to buy a rig, buy it in the fall. But right now we're seeing a lot of rigs for sale on online markets, RV Trader, Auto Trader, Marketplace, stuff like that. Local newspapers. I'm getting the drone out. I've had it with that crow. He's robbing my bird feeder. But we're seeing a lot of local magazines, not magazines, newspapers, shoppers, a lot of used RVs in that, listed in those. And just park in the driveway with a for sale sign, in the windshield. Can't have them in the street with a for sale sign here in St. Ansgar, but you can do it up on the driveway along with a lot of towns. That's a common ordinance. And a lot of these rigs are being sold due to the fact that the people bought them 3 or 4 years ago at the start of the pandemic or during the pandemic. They've used them to go camping. They enjoyed it. Now the family's changing their mind what they want to do for fun, which is perfectly normal. pick a rig up, have some fun with it, turn around and sell it to somebody so they can have fun with it. And again, it's the way things go on. I talked to a few people who are going through this. They enjoyed it. We went camping a couple times. Now they want to do something else. And the normal private sales are people, they have a change in lifestyle where the kids are getting older. They're not going camping with mom and dad. They're doing their own stuff. So mom and dad doesn't need this great big fifth wheel. So they're downsizing to a C. Try not to bounce around here too much. And then the opposite end is where you have the family who the kids are getting bigger and they don't want to sleep on the little dinette anymore. And so they're looking for a larger one. Now the trick is to get the two families together so they can just do a mutual swap, a little exchange of cash on the value of the rigs, but that's pretty hard to do. So we're seeing a lot of that, and again, it's earlier than normal, and what I think would be normal. But so again, we're seeing a change in the market here in the North Iowa, Southern Minnesota area. What I'd like you guys to do, wherever you're at in the country, if you see some rigs for sale in people's driveway, just ask them. I really don't care too much what they're getting for them, but why are you getting rid of it? Why are you upscaling, downscaling, and walking away from the camping period? Friday night after the Twins game, I was flipping through YouTube and came across some. I wish I could remember this guy's name. I can't, and of course you can't find the video. Once you watch it, it seems like YouTube won't let you see it. But the stupid videos I watched halfway through, they're always popping up. Oops, sorry. He was saying this is the start of the death of the RV industry, where after this year, the recession is going to hit so bad that the RV industry is going to go away. I don't see how he can come up with this. Take a look at Winnebago Industries. They've been going strong since the 50s. They've weathered some pretty tough times and plant almost closed a couple times, but they're still out there stronger than ever. I think we'll see a reduction in new production, a little scaling back, and used rigs, again, their value is quite high. Now those values are dropping because more people are getting rid of them. So there's, like I said, there's definitely a change in market. So if you're in your area of the country, put down where you're at, why people are changing rigs or getting out completely. But it's real common for people to have a change in lifestyle. Like I said, families are getting bigger, smaller, or some like me, where my lifestyle made a drastic change. Right now, poo is technically too big for me and little doggy. We don't need one this big. I'm thinking about maybe downscaling to a smaller C or large B. But I think right now we'll just hold on to Pooh for a while. She's up there in ages and she got some little quirks here and there, and I'm not that far behind. I'm up there in age. I got a few aches and pains here that I'm working through, so we may just keep her and see what happens on the road and go from there. I did, during my little window shopping, I did come across a couple of real nice C's up in the Owatonna area. You would have the couch behind the driver, dinette over behind the passenger, nice kitchenette, and a full-size queen-size bed in the back, walk-around queen-size bed. A little longer than what Pooh is, and 5-6 years ago, if I'd seen something like that, I would have jumped on it immediately. But right now, I think we'll stay with Pooh for a while, unless I come across a real nice sweet B. Anybody out there got a B want to trade for a C? But on that, 7-3 everybody. Be sure to tell your friends, neighbors, other hams. Subscribe, hit that bell to get notification when new videos come out. Add comments below. 7-3 everybody.